Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and fellow book lovers, I bid you a warm welcome. I stand before you as a humble messenger, tasked with distilling the essence of a profound economic and philosophical treatise, Latticework, The New Investing, by Robert G. Hagstrom. This evening, let's unravel the top 10 insights from this masterful work, served with a side of wit and garnished with engagement. 1. The might of mental models. Our journey begins with the multitude of mental models that form the crux of Hagstrom's book. These are not mere whimsical musings. Mental models are the lenses through which we perceive the vast complex of reality. Hagstrom, like an intellectual sommelier, pairs each investment decision with the appropriate mental model from a diverse cellar, including physics, biology, sociology, and more. He implores investors to be polymaths, not just specialists, painting a picture that dwarfs the monochromatic viewpoint of mere number crunching. Think of it as a Swiss Army knife for the brain. Whether you're peeling an orange or disarming a bomb, you'll find just the right tool to help. 2. The pinnacle of portfolio management. If Hagstrom's latticework is the hardware, then diversification is its software. Investing, he suggests, should mimic the diversification found in biological ecosystems. Each species or stock contributes to the robustness of the biosphere or portfolio. But Hagstrom adds a twist. Mindless diversification is akin to throwing a net into the ocean and hoping for the best. Intelligent diversification, in contrast, is spearfishing. You select only the finest specimens. The result, a portfolio Darwin would nod at, approvingly resilient yet meticulously adapted to the economic ecosystem. 3. The Munger essence. The soul of Hagstrom's book is arguably the investment wisdom sprinkled generously by Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's less heralded yet equally shrewd partner. Munger's advocacy for a latticework of mental models is the guiding star for Hagstrom. Munger is the Yoda to Hagstrom's Luke Skywalker, teaching him the ways of the intellectual force in investing. Each insight in the book could be seen as a leaf from the grand tree of Munger's wisdom. 4. The circle of competence. Here comes an insight masquerading as simplistic advice. Know what you know. Hagstrom uses Munger's circle of competence to underscore a key point. Stay within your intellectual boundaries. It's like a game of golf. You want to play where you can score, not where the bushes are thickest. Investing in businesses beyond one's understanding is akin to wading into a quagmire wearing cement shoes. Remove the shoes. Stay on solid ground. That's the Hagstrom way. 5. The tackling of tumultuous markets. Now let's talk turbulence. Markets are as predictable as a teenager's mood swings. Hagstrom dives into the psychological aspects of investing, calling upon tenets of behavioral economics. The markets, he muses, are a collective reflection of our irrational exuberances and unfounded fears. To triumph over them, you must be the stoic philosopher amid a panicked mob, calm when others are running with scissors. It's the economic equivalent of keeping your head when all about you are losing theirs. 6. The inescapable inflation. Inflation is like the weather. We all have to deal with it, but none of us can control it. Hagstrom argues that understanding inflation is crucial, likening it to a marathon runner's understanding of headwinds. Invest wisely, seeking shelter in assets that can weather the storm, be it equities with pricing power or real estate that stands firm against the gusts of devaluation. You can't prevent the winds, but you can build a wind-resistant portfolio. 7. The compounding conundrum. Compounding, as explained by Hagstrom, is like the magic beanstalk of the financial world. Small investments, given enough time, can soar to the heavens. But Hagstrom urges patience. Compound interest works slowly at first, seducing investors with potential that only blooms with the passage of decades. It requires the gardener's touch. Plant the seeds, tend to them regularly, and resist the urge to keep checking if they've grown. One day, you'll have a forest. 8. The margin of safety. Hagstrom resurrects a principle immortalized by the past investment sage, Benjamin Graham. The margin of safety. It's the cushion between reality and catastrophe. In practical terms, it's buying a dollar for 60 cents. The margin of safety is your economic seatbelt, ensuring that if your investment hits a pothole, you won't crash through the windshield of loss. 9. The folly of forecasting. Forecasting, Hagstrom suggests, is as effective as predicting the next raindrop in a storm. Market forecasters, often glorified gamblers in suits, might as well use crystal balls. Hagstrom insists that forecasts are at best educated guesses, and at worst, dangerous distractions. They are the sirens that lure sailors to rocky shores. Turn off the noise, says Hagstrom, and focus on the strength of business models and the quality of the management. 10. The philosophy of philanthropy. Lastly, Hagstrom rounds off with the often overlooked aspect of investing, giving back. He highlights philanthropy not just as a societal good, but as an investor's acknowledgement of the interconnectedness of success and social responsibility. Like Robin Hood, but with better math, he encourages the redistribution of wealth not through thievery, but through the thoughtful application of prosperity for the betterment of society. There we have it, the top 10 nuggets of insight extracted from the treasure trove that is Robert G. Hagstrom's Latticework. This book is not merely a guide to investing, it's a manual for intellectual living, reminding us that our world is woven with strands of interconnected wisdom. It's a call to cross-pollinate our knowledge gardens and let the fruits of understanding nurture our financial decisions. Now, before we adjourn to the lobby where wine and cheese await, let's take these insights not just into our investment strategies, but into our life philosophies. May we all build our lattices wide and strong, reaching towards the sunlit uplands of wisdom and prosperity. Thank you for your time, your open minds, and may we all enjoy a Monte Carlo simulation of a future, one that's fortuitously in our favor. Bon appetit.